Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to check out a few of the drives that comes with Boss Katana Gen 3 and the other Boss Katanas, but with the push channel. So first things first, I have the Gen 3 here on my right, being captured with this Sennheiser E906. And then I have this pretty much, the tone studio here in my front, pretty much all at noon. The EQ, I believe they are off. Yeah, both EQs are off, so it's not cutting any low end or high end. Resonance, I can put it like so, in the middle, as well as presence, okay? And even here, I just cut it a little bit, tiny bit, nothing too special. And the gain could be at noon as well. First thing I noticed is the fact that I'm using my Les Paul, but this happens with any guitar. The variation mode on the push channel has a different behavior than on the rest of the channels. I don't know why. If you put like the crunch channel and without the variation mode, you give it more of a muffled sound. When you engage it, you have more that high-end sparkle thing. Not in the push channel. The thing that happens with the push channel is that it reduces the gain and becomes more transparent to sound like if you come from a push channel into a clean channel. Check it out. So it's disengaged right now. Bridge pickup on this Les Paul. If I engage it, much cleaner. Same happens with the neck pickup without the variation mode. Okay, now with the variation mode, cleans up the tone. There is something that doesn't happen with the other channel. So most of the time I prefer to have it disengaged, unless I'm going for a specific tone, but I'm going to leave it disengaged. There's a lot of reverb here. I'm going to take some down. It's a plate reverb. Probably now it's better. Yeah. So I wanted to test out some of the boosters and overdrives. And let's start with this one, the clean boost. Of course, I had to increase some of the values here because if it was at 0, it didn't happen anything. So the first one, we have this tone with vintage setting cap resonance. There's no contour. There's no global EQ, there's nothing, so it's just straight up, just the amp. Okay, let's add some boost here, the clean boost. Okay, let's increase a little bit the boost, like 50 here. By this time, you start to increase the fizziness of the amp and probably an EQ would help. But I'm going to engage the variation mode just to see what happens. As you see, a lot of distortion seems to disappear. And that doesn't happen for any other channel. So I'm going to put this where it was. So this was the first one, the clean boost. A little bit of a bump. You probably need it for some solo or stuff like that. And you engage it via your GAFC. More of a blues thing than probably rock. Lots of bass always with this amp. Okay, now let's go to the second boost with the treble boost and leave our settings as they are. First, disengage the push channel without editing. I love this channel. Now let's engage our booster, treble boost. Now we have more treble, but the bass is still there, present. We got it. Take a listen to the high end here. Better bridge pickup. And now engage it. Cool for that kind of tone that I got on from Suede. Yeah. Alright, so if I increase the gain here, we're gonna get more fizziness probably on the bridge pickup. Here I would probably engage DQ because there's a lot of top end, and on the bridge pickup doesn't sound too good for me. Not even on the neck one. There's a lot of top end that I don't like. So let's put this back where it was, like on 30, somewhere around, and disengage the booster and go for another one, or let it engage. And now to match the tones, or to see what happens when we engage the mid boost. Okay, our reference tone, now the mid boost. There's always something special about this channel, that every pedal reacts in a different manner than on the other channels. I don't know why it's more prominent the way it acts. Probably on the others do the same, but this one you can really tell them. There's less drive, of course, the bass went away, there's a lot more mids, but let's increase this to kind of half. On our neck pickup, more mids. Now right now, just so you guys can see, I will increase this, I will engage this by 5 or 6, cut it. It sounds much better for me. I'm gonna disengage it, but I'm going here and engage the variation mode with the boost, mid boost on. Some of the top high end disappears, some of the distortion also disappears. It's very different. And the mid bump is more pronounced. It's really crazy. So in this case, variation mode probably will work better. Sounds great, man. Okay, disengage variation mode. Let's go to crunch overdrive and take it off so we can compare our basic tone. Really like the way it is. If I engage variation mode, you guys know what happens. So crunch overdrive. Probably there's much overdrive right now. Let's try it out. Yes, let's try first like so, like the other pedals. The thing is, every time you engage or increase the gain in any one of these pedals, you will get a lot of high fizziness, high hand fizziness. Of course, you can decrease them here on the pedal if I do this, and now test it out. There's a lot of things that I don't like here. Might be suited for some styles, but not for my ear, so I could do this, like take 20 or so. It's almost doing the same as the parametric EQ at the end of the chain. Much more pleasant to our ears because, you know, I know there's a lot of amps that do high fizziness, like Marshalls and stuff like that. Almost every amp with high gain, right? But there's a difference between digital fizziness and tube fizziness, always, of course. And this amp, I think this amp creates very good top high-end fizziness of a tube amp, but on the pushed channel, everything is different. So let's go for a blues drive, and first without it. Now let's engage it and see what happens. Much more pleasant, not that toppy hand. Here is a tone I could work with without touching anything else. There's always a lot of top end, low end, you know? There's a lot here in the room. And some guys complain about the lack of low end. I don't know where they get it from. Now if I increase this, let's see what happens to our fizziness. Better, but still a little bit too harsh for your ears. For my ears at least. Of course, there's several ways you can do this, not just with the tone control, but just roll down the treble. But they all do different things, okay? I'll probably go with this one. I don't know about the 5 kilohertz, but if not 5, maxed out at 10. Something like that would be more than ideal. Okay, let's put this back on 30 and let's go for another booster pedal or drive pedal, whatever comes next. It's an overdrive, so let's check out our tone once again. Let's see how this reacts to our overdrive pedal. I like it. Sounds like more of a mid thing here and not so much low end. There are certain areas of the amp where you can start to hear that classic kind of tube tone. And this is one of those. If I roll down the tone a little bit here, I start to like it much more. So this is a great combination. I mean, the overdrive pedal with the push amp. Now let's put it a little bit more drive, and probably we'll have more fizziness. Now also depends where the microphone is situated, right? It's not right in the middle of the cone, or else it'll be really fizzy. But here you can totally listen to. By the way, I can put not right now, but in another video, put those headphones that I just bought from Roland and picked up the sound that I hear in the room. That's kind of a binaural thing that people have been asking me to do. Now here I would definitely go into DQ. And even so, I think it's too harsh, but I haven't tried something yet. Okay, let's disengage EQ better. Let's try to engage the variation mode here. It's like day and night or night and day, the variation mode, you know? It totally changes the tone, man. I mean, the amount of distortion kind of stays more hollow. And it's very weird because this kind of behavior of the variation mode does not happen with the other channels. At least I think does not happen like this one. It's very, very prominent. Let's disengage this one. So you have here natural overdrive. Okay, our chord tone. Let's go for our natural overdrive. Engage it the way it is. Very smooth. You almost cannot notice it. Just a little bit of a bump. Probably I'll stay with this on. Give it a little bit more character. Sounds really good. Now if I put it like so, halfway. Not just the drive that increases on these pedals, but also the volume. There should be like a gain compensation thing going on here. Tone down. We're still having too much bass, but now it sounds much better, right? Because fizziness. All right, so let's put this here where it was. Disengage, and let's go for a warm overdrive. I'm not going to do them all, I believe. So our chord tone here's again. All right, booster, warm overdrive. Whoa, there's a lot of distortion right from the get-go. You know, your reverb can also disguise some of the top-end fizziness if you dial it correctly. Anyways, I'm gonna put this like so and increase the gain. But that's too much top end, so I'm gonna do something here. Now, you know, now it's lacking. Much better now. Now, if I'm going to put this once again kind of in the middle and engage the variation mode, take a listen. Without it, much more of a saturated tone, and now quite a difference, right? Not exactly the same behavior with the other pedals like I've said before. Let's go for the turbo overdrive and stay there, because probably that's too much gain now. Our core tone again. Really like this tone. I'm gonna make a pack with the push it tone channel, I mean. Now engage our turbo overdrive. Very Queenish, right? Is that even a word? Oh. I can't even recall how to play this. Anyways, let's engage our drive. Lots of mids, but then once again, there's a lot of fizziness. Better now. And now the ultimate test, let's just engage our variation mode with the distortion or drive at 50. There goes our fizziness and our distortion. I mean, in a very different way. Without it, with it. It really changes everything. I mean, it's like a totally different channel. I mean, like you can do for the others, but this one is much more prominent. Did you guys check it out? Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this not so small video. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out for yourselves if you have the Gen 3, the difference that it makes with all these overdrives and the variation mode on and off. Really changes your tone very, 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 okay? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here right now. So, many thanks for watching once again. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more. Cheers.